Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you'd never ask. It is Tuesday, the 9th day of June. Today is National Donald Duck Day. His middle name, by the way, Fauntleroy. Yeah. It's also National Strawberry Rhubarb Pie Day today. You just made one of those.
I've just made two and took one to a neighbor.
You made one for me, is what I meant. And that's all that really mattered to me.
It was amazing.
It was very good. National Earl Day. So anybody that you know with the name Earl might call and wish them a happy day. And it's Call Your Doctor Day today. So you could call them as well. And if your doctor's name is Earl, double whammy. I mean, it's just a really good one then. Also, it is a Tuesday. We're going to be making a phone call of our own. We have Tuesdays with Charlie coming your way.
Yeah,
That'll
we
be here
do.
before you know it. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Tuesday. Many people have dabbled in the stock market for their very first time ever this year. If you're new to the market, but you don't want to learn things the hard way and the expensive way, I encourage you to subscribe to this free newsletter. You can get the inside track with Wall Street's brightest minds delivered directly to your inbox every day at marketbeatminute.com. Subscribe for free. If you change your mind, just unsubscribe. Sign up for free right now at marketbeatminute.com. That's marketbeatminute.com. Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. A survey of 1,300 adults named Electric Light Orchestra, or ELO's, song Mr. Blue Sky as the happiest song ever. The second, or another one that was real close, was Pharrell Williams' song Happy.
I don't know for sure if I know Mr. Blue Sky.
You do. I'm sure you do. Do you like the song Happy by Pharrell Williams?
No, it's like
not your thing?
fingernails on a chalkboard.
What would you say is your happy song? Do you have a song?
Probably Walking on Sunshine,
That's a good
Katrina and the Waves. That
is a good one.
A very
It's
happy,
a pretty darn
upbeat,
happy song.
awesome song.
Another one I would say, Don't Worry, Be Happy, is one that I think of that, makes
but that
people
doesn't
happy.
I don't know. I mean, that's not one where you're just like,
Don't
it
worry.
just instantly makes
Be
you
happy,
happy.
Heidi.
It's kind of a mellow.
There you go. Well, whatever song you think is the best happy song is the best for you, and it's your opinion.
You should listen to that right
maybe
now.
that's the one you should listen to. I wish I could say we got that one coming up, but you never know. We might. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Tuesday.
Some credit cards have really high rates or big annual fees. Usually, people sign up for these when it's all they qualify for. If that sounds like you, it may be time to get a better credit card. Over time, your situation changes, and you may qualify for a better credit card. Your current card hopes you don't think about it, but our site shows you many options to see if there's a better credit card for you. Check it out for free at bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
This is Your Brain on Drugs, brought to you by TimeForRehab.com. A northern New York man was arrested for the fourth time in a week after allegedly leading police on a 25-mile chase through several New York communities. Police tried to stop 20-year-old Roman Kinneter on Interstate 87. They say he was going 98 miles an hour in a 65-mile-per-hour zone. They took off on Route 22. Went into several different communities here. He went through, I'm not even going to go through the towns, a bunch of different towns. They finally, he hit a Clinton County Sheriff's patrol car. Police used spike strips to stop him. He refused to leave the car. After a struggle, he was arrested, charged with DWAI, drugs. I don't know what all that stands for. Fleeing from police and resisting arrest. He was released with tickets to appear in court. He was arrested 3 other times this week, all on traffic and drug charges as well. Here's an idea. Don't let him go next time. Like, keep him. It's the whole catch and release thing. I'm like, okay, we'll see you again tomorrow. I'm like, that's a bad idea. But that is what happens when your brain is on drugs.
John and Heidi.
Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com. Laid off staffers from Quibi, the streaming service app that just came out recently, are furious that Reese Witherspoon got a $6 million bonus after they lost their jobs.
Reese
Witherspoon.
Oh, Reese. You said Wreath. I was
I'm
like,
not
who's
sure.
Wreath?
I am just struggling to talk.
Okay.
Quibi is known for short videos and movies you could watch on your phone, and somehow they launched this service in the middle of the pandemic when everybody was watching videos, and it didn't make it. How is that
I
possible?
haven't even heard of it. So.
Oh, I heard it because I did an interview with somebody that was doing content for them. I don't remember who it was. Anyway,
Apparently Reese was as well.
Yeah, and she got $6 million, and then they said, oh, by the way, you guys are all fired and we're shutting things down.
Yikes.
So, yeah, not good. Leah Michelle apologized for making life, as it says on here, we'll just say not good. I'm not going to read the quote because it's probably not good for radio. Anyway, for her former Glee co-star. So apparently she wasn't nice to her. And then Hannah Ferrier has been fired from the Bravo show Below Deck Mediterranean. I've not seen that.
I've not either.
Yeah, I have to get caught up on what's happening. This is Big Screen, Little Screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com.
We're here to make it better.
If you find that drug or alcohol problems are hitting you too close to home, you can get help. Maybe it's time for rehab. Your insurance may even cover everything. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. Get help for a drug or alcohol problem within 24 hours.
We're here to make it better.
Get more information at timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Now your scoop of the day. It comes your way, courtesy of InsuranceChicken.com.
No, don't you point at me. I'm not doing that.
You did once.
I did once.
Yeah, it was funny.
You're going to have to enjoy that
I was
memory
so
forever.
impressed. I want her to cluck like a chicken when we do that. And she's like, I'm not going to do that. We sit around the table, trying to come up with some really good ideas on how we can make the show better. And I was like, I got an idea. How about we do this? And Heidi's like, no, I'm not doing that.
I'm not clucking like a chicken.
It was like InsuranceChicken.com. No, I'm not going to do it. And then she did one day, and it stunned the world. Well, at least me. Let's move on with the content. How about this? Burger King has unveiled a gigantic crown to promote social distancing to keep customers 6 feet apart from each other. I am thinking it's just a joke. I do have a link to it with an image, and online it was saying that their dining areas weren't open, but maybe this is a way they could open them. Again, I'm pretty sure it's just a joke. Kind of looks like a sombrero, but it's a giant crown.
Okay.
Yeah, huge.
That's cute.
Disney World will require all guests to wear face masks when the park reopens in July. So they're saying, hey, this is a way that maybe we can get them to reopen. And I've got another story I think we're going to get to today. Let me see if I can find that. I don't know, maybe not. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've got it. Anyway, we'll keep moving here. Daily Mirror of London reporting Prince Harry had a secret Facebook account under the name Spike Wells from 2008 to 2012. Spike Wells, that was apparently Prince Harry, if you were friends with him.
Huh.
2 fishermen from Wales discovered a 5,000-year-old horn that belonged to an exotic auroch. The auroch, I'm probably saying it wrong, was an ancestor to domestic cattle that roamed England in the Bronze Age. So There you go. Denmark, okay, this is the story. I knew I had it here somewhere. Denmark has reopened their theme parks, because remember the first story we talked about was when Disney reopens in July. Mm-hmm. They're going to have some changes. Well, Denmark reopened, but their roller coasters are now limited to 1 person per train. So, where you got this big long line of 35 people could sit in there usually, or whatever it is, right. 1 person per train. So the lines are going to be longer. The parks are concerned that by people screaming in the front car, they could spread coronavirus to people in the rear cars.
So literally 1 person per trip.
1 per trip.
Oh,
and that's it. Yeah. So
wow.
That ought to be interesting. That's in Denmark, by the way. UK has made it illegal to have intercourse with somebody who lives outside of your household during their coronavirus lockdowns. So there you go. How are you going to police that?
Okay.
And Prince Kate and Prince William and Kate Middleton are suing Tatler magazine for an article about Kate that was, quote, full of lies. Speaking of royal news, Buckingham Palace insiders say Prince Andrew will not return to his royal duties anytime soon. I'm not sure what those duties are, but he's got his hands full.
I'm very confused as to what that job entails.
I don't know. I applied for it and did not get it, so still not royalty, even though I tried real hard. This is going to do it for your Scoop of the Day. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
Do you pay too much for insurance? Have you looked around? Or are you too chicken? Don't be afraid to look around to see if you can find a better deal at InsuranceChicken.com. We make it super simple for you to see rates from several different companies, to see what they have to offer, all in one place. Peck out great insurance deals at InsuranceChicken.com. Is it time for you to cross the road? See if we can save you money each month at InsuranceChicken.com. That's InsuranceChicken.com. CharityShow.com.
And it's time right now for my favorite program, something we do every Tuesday, just because we can. We pick up the phone and we call my father-in-law for this little thing we like to call
Tuesdays with Charlie.
Tuesdays with Charlie, he'll give us some guff. We talk each week and we learn fun stuff. Everyone loves him, he makes us laugh. Sometimes he's wrong, then he fires his staff. Get ready to learn some things. Here we go. It's Tuesdays with Charlie on the John and Heidi Show.
How you doing, Charlie?
I'm doing absolutely fantastic.
Well, that is
awesome.
Yeah, it's good to hear.
Well, okay, I'm not doing that good, but I'm
So you might be exaggerating a little bit.
I was lying, yeah.
Yeah, well, you had me going. I was believing it all. So
Thought I was on drugs or something, didn't you?
figured there was some happy pills involved. What kind of cool stuff are you going to teach us today, Charlie?
Oh, I don't know. Let's see what my staff come up with this week. They're idiots. They make the big bucks and I get nothing.
I can relate.
You know how it goes.
I know exactly how it goes, yeah.
There you go, see? Playing the electronic song Scary Monsters and Nice Spirits by Skillerex.
Okay.
Know him?
Sure.
No.
I don't either. But it reduces mosquito bites and also hinders the ability to mate.
Yeah, what?
I don't know if mosquitoes are going to mate or I'm going to mate. I don't know. Somebody's going to mate.
So what does it do again?
I have no idea. Who writes this stuff?
I don't know. Do that line for me one more time. I'm very confused.
I'm going to fire somebody tomorrow.
What does that song do? I want to hear what it does.
You got to play it on your radio station.
But then what'll happen if I play it?
I have probably get disconnected. I don't know. The FCA will be on your butt. I don't know.
It's the FCC.
Well, the WWF. I don't know. Who writes this stuff?
The ASPCA? I don't think they care about music.
Boy, somebody's going to get their butt chewed tomorrow.
So, according to your page, what does that song make? It makes mosquitoes what now?
Well, they make them. I don't know. They make them mate for one thing.
Okay, and it makes it so they won't bite
What was the
you.
other thing I told you?
I don't know.
Reduces mosquito bites.
It reduces mosquito bites. Okay.
Well, they're too busy mating. They don't have time to bite you.
Somewhere we went off the rails. Yeah. Well, Charlie.
I just read the facts. I don't know nothing about what goes on here.
Yeah.
And then I got one last thing here for you because we better end this.
All right. What is that?
The 18th century word lint means to urinate in an alcoholic beverage to increase its strength.
Oh, gross.
Wow. What? Why would you?
Terrible.
Why would you do that?
Stuff.
Nothing. It's got a little wang to it.
We might get banned from the air or something over this.
Yeah. I think we might have talked about that one other time. That sounds vaguely familiar.
Well, we had a good run. It was good. Good time.
Yeah, it was. It was a very good time. You ready for a question from me, Charlie?
Sure.
All right. In Switzerland, I just gave you the answer. Never mind.
I know the answer. It's Switzerland.
Is it Switzerland?
It is Switzerland.
Give me the question.
In what country is it illegal to own just one guinea pig?
Switzerland.
Switzerland.
It is Switzerland. Yeah, you can own two, but you can't own just one.
There you go.
That's crazy.
Guinea pigs are social animals, and they say they're victims of abuse if they are alone.
Well,
Oh,
There
no.
you go. That's pretty cool.
That's not good.
No, I think it's kind of a cool thing, though.
That's why I don't live in Switzerland.
That's why you don't have guinea pigs.
Well, that too.
Yeah.
that's the reason he
That is
doesn't
the
live in
reason.
Switzerland.
Well, Charlie, it's been real fun.
Well, if we're still on the air next Tuesday, let's do it again.
All right. We will. Bye, Charlie.
Bye, Daddy.
Bye, Fluff. Bye, John.
Bye-bye. My father-in-law right there. We talk to him every Tuesday just because we can for a little program we like to call
Tuesdays with Charlie.
Many people have dabbled in the stock market for their very first time ever this year. If you're new to the market, but you don't want to learn things the hard way and the expensive way, I encourage you to subscribe to this free newsletter. You can get the inside track with Wall Street's brightest minds delivered directly to your inbox every day at marketbeatminute.com. Subscribe for free. If you change your mind, just unsubscribe. Sign up for free right now at marketbeatminute.com. That's marketbeatminute.com. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Says here, Twitter has the little bird. He has a name. You know what his name is?
I do not know his name.
The bird, the Twitter bird, his official name is Larry.
Okay.
If you want to be among the savviest social media users out there, you need to know Twitter bird has a name, and Larry the bird is the name.
Okay.
Yes, Larry the Bird is named for Larry Bird, former pro basketball player.
Figured.
Twitter's co-founder, Biz Stone, that was his home team, Boston Celtics.
Okay.
So they're like, well, what's the bird's name? He said, Larry Bird. They're
Okay.
like, Larry Bird. He goes, great, Larry the Bird. So now you know.
Get that.
That is today's fun fact.
Some credit cards have really high rates or big annual fees. Usually, people sign up for these when it's all they qualify for. If that sounds like you, it may be time to get a better credit card. Over time, your situation changes, and you may qualify for a better credit card. Your current card hopes you don't think about it, but our site shows you many options to see if there's a better credit card for you. Check it out for free at bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Now, a news headline from somewhere in this world, Dateline India. As we head to India, we find an Indian yogi who claimed to have lived without food or water has died at the age of 90. Doctors doubt his public claims that he could live without food or water.
Yeah.
But either way, he claimed that for a long, long time, and now he's no longer with us at age 90. So there you go. I've got a link to the story if you want to read all the details. I'm going to move on. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Tuesday.
We're here to make it better.
If you find that drug or alcohol problems are hitting you too close to home, you can get help. Maybe it's time for rehab. Your insurance may even cover everything. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. Get help for a drug or alcohol problem within 24 hours.
We're here to make it better.
Get more information at timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Time now for some weird news, and I don't know that we can get much weirder than this. Weird news comes your way courtesy of weirdgiftoftheday.com. Headline, it sounds bananas. Makes no sense until you read the story. Authorities in India say a troop of monkeys attacked a medical official and stole blood samples belonging to patients who tested positive for COVID-19. This happened last week. A lab technician in a state-run medical college in India was walking across campus with some rhesus monkeys. They converged on him. The monkeys then snatched away blood samples the lab tech was carrying that had come from COVID-19 patients who were undergoing treatment. Eyewitnesses reported seeing a monkey chewing on one of the sample collection kits while sitting on top of a tree. According to, in addition, the monkeys left parts of the stolen kits scattered on the grounds. Concerning local officials, really? Of course.
Yeah.
Report says since lockdown measures were imposed 2 months ago in the area, monkeys have been congregating in places that are normally crowded with humans. So they're saying, yeah, there's monkeys all over the place because there's no people to shoo them away. So this sounds like it's made up. But
sounds like the beginning of Outbreak.
Yeah, just almost. What a bizarre story that
Yikes.
only has one place, and it's right here in today's Weird News. Time now for your moment of duh, brought to you by InsuranceChicken.com. And I'm a little nervous about even reading this story. I already told Heidi, by better judgment, says I probably shouldn't even read this.
Then you should absolutely read this.
And that's what I said. I said, should I read it or not? She doesn't know the content yet, but she's like, hey, when in doubt, yeah, you need to get it out. I'm like, I don't know. An Australian man accused of breaking into the wrong house because he was answering a personals ad was found not guilty. A judge in New South Wales cleared Terrence Leroy of charges stemming from an incident from last year when he was one of two men hired to carry out a stranger's fantasies. They wanted him to come into his home, tie him up in his underpants, Well, the problem is they went into the wrong house.
Tied up the wrong
They
guy.
tied up the wrong guy.
And they thought his protests
Yeah.
were all part of the
It was all part. We're just playing along. So we're doing what we're supposed to do. So they went in and did exactly what they were hired to do. He was willing to pay $5,000 if you do a really good job. Don't let me go. You know, so they're going, oh, we're gonna make our money, man. So the job was to tie him up and then rub a broom handle around his underwear. I don't know what that means exactly. So, this whole story, I've got a link to it. It's in the show notes. You read it all.
Oh my God.
Anyway, it went to court, and the judge said, "You know what? I'm gonna let you off because you did, what you
did what you were told to do. You just went to the wrong
just
place.
a big misunderstanding."
But I feel really bad for the victim.
Exactly.
I mean, there should be some. I mean,
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know if that was the right call, but
They
I
say-
also don't think it was.
The
know.
court says they let this go because it was a mishap from a commercial agreement between two people. I'm not going to read again. I'm reading the details here. I'm like, I can't. There's some decency that still has to stay on this program. And we're done. This is today's moment of duh. I've got a link to the gory details in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
Do you pay too much for insurance? Have you looked around? Or are you too chicken? Don't be afraid to look around to see if you can find a better deal at InsuranceChicken.com. We make it super simple for you to see rates from several different companies, to see what they have to offer, all in one place. Peck out great insurance deals at InsuranceChicken.com. Is it time for you to cross the road? See if we can save you money each month at InsuranceChicken.com. That's InsuranceChicken.com.
Time now for fake news or Florida. Heidi, tell me, is this a true story from the great state of Florida, or is it hashtag fake news made up to trick you and amuse me? Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, here we go. Fake news or Florida. West Palm Beach, Florida bus driver led police on a 23-mile chase, then said he was trying to teach the kids a lesson. Fake news or Florida?
I'm going to say fake news.
And you're going to be right.
Ah.
Why'd you know it was fake news?
I don't know. It's always a 50-50 shot. You understand that,
And I always
right?
ask you, and then you said, I'm not going to tell you how I know. All right, I thought you had some sort of way you knew this. No, you are correct. It is fake news. That did not happen. So there you go. For those of you playing along at home, if you got that right, give yourself 1 point. I don't know what we do with these points, but you give yourself one. Thanks for listening to Fake News or Florida on The John and Heidi Show.
John and Heidi.
This portion of The John and Heidi Show is brought to you by The John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying The John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news, and I think this is good news. Comes your way courtesy of hashtag gift card challenge. All the details of that can be found at giftcardchallenge.org. And I'm looking here at some really cool good news. This comes from Naples, Florida. Anonymous donor gives Florida Cafe $40,000 to stay open. How cool is that?
Oh, wow.
They were going to be shutting down because of the coronavirus pandemic. And thanks to one caring customer, Bill's Cafe owner, Bill Saley, says the restaurant received about $40,000 from a customer who wishes to remain anonymous, help the cafe carry through the months that they were forced to close during their dining room, being shut down. He says the last day I was open before they forced us to close because of the COVID situation, he had a guy that says, "Hey, Bill, I'd like to talk to you." He says, "Listen, I have 2 envelopes for you. One is for you, one is for your help." And it was really kind of him, but that probably wouldn't have saved me. It was a nice chunk of money, but not enough to make a difference. A week later, he calls me and says, "Bill, would you be interested in sending 100 sandwiches a day across the street to the community hospital?" And before he finished, he said, "I'm in. Yeah, I'll do that." Customer said, "I'm going to pay full price for those sandwiches 5 days a week for 8 straight weeks. So the hospital employees are going to get them for free.
Nice.
And it's going to give you guys some funds to keep doing what you're doing, even though you're closed."
Wow.
He said, "It literally saved my cafe. It was so nice and so kind of him." So what a cool
Yeah.
story. And the thing I like about that, everybody wins on that deal, because the guy, instead of just, here's some free money, stay home, they still got to go to work and do something. And they were making sandwiches to feed the heroes across the street, which is really, really cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I just love that. People helping people. Big fan of that.
That's what we're called to do.
Absolutely. I agree 100%. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day. Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Tuesday.